All right. So this is a bit of an impromptu little recording here. And this is also the first time I'm using my screen recording software. So hopefully this will go off without a hitch. All right. I have had an interest in the whole, Watts murder situation ever since I heard about it uh, back in August of 2018. And I know that opinions and um, run rampant as far as this whole thing. Everybody's got a different take on it. And I am here to just sort of move through. I find the whole thing fascinating. I don't take things to an extreme as far as conspiracy theorists. I think this is actually more simple and straightforward than maybe, you know, it could be imagined. However, that's not really what I want to focus on is dissecting this because apparently this is what interests me today. Now we know that the house took a really long time to sell. I mean, it was on the market for 600,000 something. And there were issues with foreclosure and of course, the whole prison and all that kind of stuff, and it took many years, and finally in 2022 it was purchased by the Millers family, and that they were very excited to get the house. Um, and they were looking forward to filling it with love, and they had like two daughters and a son too, interestingly. All right, so I guess I guess you probably can't get through this subject without giving your opinion on something. So I will say that I'm not necessarily for them tearing this house down and building a memorial park. I know some people are like, you can't. This house is like cursed. It's bad blood. I can see that. And who would want to live in it and everything. But there are people that like this. These people seem to have an attitude that we're going to bring sunshine and life back into the home. And I come from more of a practical standpoint where real estate is at a premium, and I think that there will always be someone who will buy and live in a home such as this because it is a beautiful house. Although I'm going to go over that too because I've got some pictures of the inside. Okay, so what are we here for? It is up for sale again. Isn't that interesting? I think it's been not even two full years, and it's back on the market. This family, the Millers, is asking 775,000. Okay, so they're looking to make a little over 100,000, probably after taxes and everything. This story appeared in the Daily Mail today. What is today? The 10th, April 10th. I believe. I don't even know what date it is. Is it April 10th? A bit of a surprise because I thought that was sort of finally taken care of. The home was finally passed to new owners, and now they're selling it. 5-bedroom home, and if you're familiar with the case, I don't have to go into details about what happened there or what supposedly happened there, and then we go off on wild tangents and speculation. But anyway, this is a huge home. I was looking at it now. First of all, before I get ahead of myself, there is nothing in this article at all that points to why this new family decided to sell the home. There's no indication whatsoever, no explanation. Although I am looking forward to seeing what other people do have to say because I know this is going to be analyzed and dissected way deeper than I'm going to go tonight on this. Pardon me, I'm still getting over a bit of a cold. All right, so you can go on to the Daily Mail and, if you want to read, and of course, it's always interesting to go down and read the comments because, but a lot of these people just want to see the home torn down, or they couldn't live in it, which I understand all that. All right, so let's take a look at this. Here we are. We are actually on Realtor.com. Okay, look at this. Here it is. Here it is again. Oh my God. Oh no, this kicked me back out. Well, and once this reloads, I'll show you how to find it. It's Realtor.com. You go to Frederick, Colorado, and oh, it's like an old friend, isn't it? It's strange. When you're so familiar with this image. And while I'm waiting for this to load, what got me particularly interested in this case, because I don't really find any of the people that interesting. Okay? Very average type of family. Well, until this happened. Friends, there's nothing that, and maybe it's the banality, of her life, trying to live this upwardly mobile life. And I'm not going to get too critical of it. I have my opinions, but anyway, there's nothing that there's nothing that interesting about Shanann and her family, technically, except for the one thing that makes this different from the other, murders and situations like this, is the amount of Facebook videos that she made of herself, the Facebook Lives, selling Thrive, and she was into the MLM thing, and promoting the products and talking about how wonderful her life was. I mean, at least for the viewers, of course. And it really adds this fascinating, almost reality show layer that, in the past, before all this stuff, before YouTube, social media, we'd never have an opportunity to, I guess, experience a real life tragedy, almost as if it was I don't want to say a show, but you almost, okay, let me get a little bit deeper with this. When you back up and you're watching these dozens and dozens of videos of Shanann with her friends and the little parties, and her trying to do those cringeworthy, things with Thrive, trying to get her family involved. And I mean, if you watch, of course, Chris could not care less. And she's throwing some zingers his way. I mean, again, I really want to refrain from getting too much into the personal dynamics, but I mean, that's all part of it. You're watching her interact with her kids, going to events, doing things, and the Thrive-a-paloozas, which adds a whole nother layer of cringe to it, and fascination, because you're looking at him, you're looking at Chris, and he's looking at her, and she's looking at the camera, and it's like, what's coming. What's coming, and you get invested in a way that is very unusual. And you feel like you know her. You feel like you know all of them because you've watched so many videos. And that, to me, is what has kept my interest. Um, not so much now. I mean, I don't go into the hour long, the live streams where people are still talking about it and try to figure out Nicole, and what her role may or may not be in it. Whatever. I feel like we've sort of, I bought some of the books, Sherilyn Cadle's book, and there's a couple other ones. My Daddy is a Hero. I think that was the name of one of them. So that's what makes it different. The thing that makes it different is you feel like you knew her on some level. So this also, because of that, I'm trying to click to get into this. Okay, here we go. Whoops. Let's get back here. Here we go. Look at this. It's so weird because we're so familiar with it. And we can see they've painted it white. I don't like this. I liked the way it was before that. I liked that mustard brown. I know it's not popular with everybody, but I liked it. This white does not work with this, I don't know, flat, what do they call it? This stonework. It's just weird. But, look, they're probably trying to make it their own, move away from, the house that you see on the news a million times. So I just quickly flipped through these. There's the porch where she came in, that final time. And that's another dramatic aspect to the story, is seeing that video of her walking up the steps with her suitcase. And you can tell she's a little agitated. She wants to get home. She wants to get in there, Oh my God. And her friend, Nicole, the other Nicole, waiting in the car to make sure she got in okay and shut the door. Oh my God, it's like you sit there and scream, don't go in there. See, that's what's so compelling and unusual about this. So here it is, we look through these pictures. There it is. It's like the stage of a play, really, isn't it? Like this is where the actors, it's only they're not actors. I mean, the people are missing the characters. This is the stage play. And they've got it all. I wonder how many times they use that telescope. This was probably all dressed up by, rented furniture just to take the pictures. I don't know that the family put a telescope in there. Because they had to get up there to put those. It's just always the same old, the quotes on the walls. I hate this shit. I hate it. You know. But anyway, whatever. It's family cozy stuff. There it is. Here's the formal. This house is over 6,000 square feet for the house alone. 6,000 square feet. And it's funny because that's the trend today, is to make these huge homes, big homes. But the whole lot size is like 6,700. So it's like 6,100 for the house, 6,700 for the whole lot, which means you get 600 square feet of back. The backyard is very small, as we've seen in the videos. You hardly get any yard. I don't think they ever used this formal dining room, which used to be painted like a purple, I believe, when she had it. This is that's the main room where they, played around and watched TV. And there's the kitchen. There it is. My God. Yeah, I guess, if they opened this house up for tours, if people would come and take a tour of it. So yeah, they've gotten rid of the bright green. I actually like the green. But there's that famous backsplash and, the same cabinets. It looks like all they did was paint the walls. Wow. It just really, doesn't it seem like a movie set? Because we've seen it there's this little bit of the small backyard, right back there where she had her little Thrive. Remember that time she was trying to pretend like her and Chris were on a cruise ship and she was toasting him with the little Thrive drink? Oh man. That's another thing I don't understand about super big houses. This is the upstairs where you walk up and there's like a second living room up here. And it's like, does anybody ever use that space? There's the second living room. This reminds me of her vision boards, those things she was pushing, which, I mean, it's like, dude, your kids are so little. You don't have to micromanage and organize their lives, so young. So anyway, here's the upstairs. I guess if you have kids, they can stay up here and watch their movies. Here it is, folks. Look at this. That's the bedroom where it all ended for her. What is this? Always kiss me goodnight. It's another one of those quotes for the wall. It was in there. They had a 4-poster bed. Okay, here's the bathroom where she did her makeup tutorials. And there is one that is hard to find on YouTube, but it was one of the earlier ones I watched where she was actually like putting face cream on Chris or something. And it was one of the early ones that I had watched. And my very first impression was like, what is this guy letting her do this for? I mean, this is so emasculating. Anyway, there you go. So here it is. What is that? Oh, okay. All right. I'm guessing this was probably, the 2 kids' room. I guess they had their own bathroom. Now it's got Spider-Man stuff. And there's that may have been the original. I wonder if that was the original wall color. Because I know every room was a different color. And, her shoe closet. See, these people have like this amount of shoes, but I know she had a lot of shoes. Okay, here's just massive amount of space in this house. That's the basement. I have never been in a basement, ever. I've never been in one. Here in California, most homes don't have basements. Oh, look at this. It's huge. I guess he was like, wasn't Chris living in the basement there towards the end? Look they've got yet another, they've designed it so there's yet another mini living room there on a lot of TV screens in this house. So there's yet another place where your kids can hide. Okay, here's the back. This is all you get. Look how close you are to the, you're close to your neighbors. You don't have a lot of backyard space. But here's the deck. This is the deck. There's, the swings used to be that way. Slide, I think. And they were building these homes, while they were living there, because I remember there were videos of the construction noise. But there was also a video of her like teasing Bella with a hose or something back here. And I suppose you could do something with this backspace. I don't know. I don't like this deck thing. I'd rather be able to just... looks like the window kind of fell down into the ground. This is just not really... I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Look how open it is too to everybody. You know, you don't have any privacy back here. I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm not into these cookie cutter. Why is this so dark? Cookie cutter homes. There it is though. Oh my God. And apparently somebody said when they were looking on this site, it said they don't want you to take pictures. If you come to visit this house, don't take pictures of it. I don't know if that would be necessarily something. No. Oh, well, look. I mean, here's some other very similar homes in the same neighborhood. Well, look, if you're interested, it's up for sale again. Wonder how many hands this is going to bounce between. It settles before it settles down into a real home again. All right. Well, I hope you liked that. My first screen record video. And there you go. We'll see what other videos other people make about the Watts house being up for sale again. All right. Thanks for watching.